Hello, everyone, and welcome to this special edition of the League Manager's Note, where we're going to take a look at going into the weekend. First of all, I'd like to thank Simmons for requesting this. I think it's cool that you want to hear what I have to say, so I gave it my best shot. I've been following the matchups. I've been taking some notes there, so we'll talk about that a little bit. I just want to talk about these matchups going in. Both of them are relatively close. I mean, you could make an argument for both matchups. I'll get right into it. I want to start with Eric versus Joel. Joel currently leads 8-3. Player advantage without cycling right now, Joel is actually +1. The major thing in this matchup right now is John Wall's questionable tonight as far as a migraine goes. If John Wall sits, Eric's done. He has no chance whatsoever, even if it's the slightest chance that he has now. He also plays tomorrow, so even if he plays tonight, do they sit him and let him rest on the back of a back-to-back? Do they sit him this game and try to play him tomorrow? Things are not looking good. Now, as far as close categories go, threes, Joel is up 3. Rebounds, Joel is up 25. That's actually a big number. Assists, Joel's up 34. Double-doubles, Joel's up 2. So, with the lead that Joel has right now, Eric would have to take 3 of those 4 categories. Field goal percentage is close, but it's unlikely. Joel's in a position where even if he has a bad night shooting, he can adjust in his last 2 days. His lead on points is significant, and his lead on free throw percentage is significant. So he already is bagging up enough categories. He's ahead 3 triple-doubles. He's already bagging these categories. So at this point, all he's doing is reading and reacting to Eric. Now, as far as acquisitions go, Eric still has 13 left that he didn't use. You can use 14. Joel only has 5 left. If that's not story enough for you, I dug a little bit deeper into Eric's bottom this week, where he should have been cycling. Williams, who Eric has continued to keep. Now, don't get me wrong, Williams was putting up good numbers and things like that, but when Joel took such a big lead on rebounds, why was Williams, was he there for the double-double thing? Was he still trying to battle field goal percentage? He wasn't worth not playing an additional player. So this week, he sits Tuesday. Thursday, he comes out and puts up a relative dud, and now he lost those 2. Not only did he get crappy games, where if he would have dropped Williams to begin with, he might have been cycling somebody better, but he actually lost the 2 days in between those that has really set him back. Joel has made strategic additions, players playing on back-to-back, or if Joel had a full boat the following day, he's signing players that are not only playing the day, but following his full boat day. So it's like a 2 for $1. Joel's been making value adds and has been performing. Eric has, don't get me wrong, he's been injured, he's had some sitting, he's had some bad play, but he didn't even try to cycle. I'm just struggling to see it. And then Eric this week adds Holmes, and he was on fire, and then Eric adds him, and he throws up a dud. I think he had like 2 rebounds, 11 points. It's just things like that where he could be on the wire every day, getting those rebounds, getting those assists, getting the threes. If he was cycling a 3-ball shooter, he'd be beating Joel in threes right now. There's a potential that cycling could have led to a closer rebound percentage and trying to get it. Now, I get it. Williams, back to Williams, and even his bottom, I just don't understand, I guess, why he wouldn't do it. But, you know, he's a rookie, so we can chalk it up to being a rookie. I stand by what I said, though. If Wall sits tonight or tomorrow, Eric is dead in the water. It's going to be very tough for him to come back, but if he gets the double-doubles, in the threes, all of a sudden it's 5 to 6, and you never know. Assists or rebounds if Joel takes a seat one day or a star player sits. You just never know. Now, Harden and Cat play two of the next 3 days. That is huge. I think that one of them need to sit somewhere for Eric to be able to now add enough people to really make this competitive. I'm going to stick by my pick with the champ. I think he's going to win. Eric, good rookie season, my friend. I can't even say I'm rooting for you because you beat me. So it's a bummer. I wish you would have cycled more. Maybe next year. Moving on to the next one. Simmons versus Kyle. Simmons, you asked me to do this, so I really paid attention to your lineup. The first thing I want to talk about is Simmons actually has a one-player advantage without cycling. Now, Kyle has used 8 of his acquisitions. He has 5 left. Saturday's a pretty empty day where, if Kyle's going to make a move, that's when it's going to come. I think that he is, and I think that Simmons is expecting that. Tonight, Simmons has a very, very strong lineup, though. The close categories are field goal percentage is within 1.1%. Assists, 3 in Simmons' favor. Blocks, 4 in Kyle's favor. Double-doubles, 2 in Simmons' favor. And triple-double, 1 in Kyle's favor. Now, the reason why I say his lineup is monster tonight is because he mainly has centers playing and people that are going to get the double-doubles and are going to help with that field goal percentage. And all Simmons needs to do is hold off one category of those 3 that I listed, the field goal percentage, the assists, and double-doubles. All he has to do is hold on to one of those categories, and it'll be Simmons for the taking. The biggest thing Simmons has to worry about is the Whiteside injury. Again, double-doubles, field goal percentages, and blocks. Whiteside has been helping Simmons the whole year in blocks, and I think that he could sit. The biggest concern, though, and I think this is the overall impactful thing, LeBron plays today and LeBron plays Saturday. I hope you understood that this was coming. Is LeBron going to sit tonight? Is he going to sit tomorrow? If the answer to either of those questions is yes, I don't think you can catch Simmons. He's going to be able to maintain those categories. And heaven forbid he gets a triple-double and ties you up in triple-doubles, because then you need to take 2 of those 3, and that would actually result in a tie. So you still lose. You would need to take all 3 of those if Simmons ties up the triple-double. So LeBron sitting, to me, is the single most important thing going into this weekend in either matchup. If LeBron plays, I think Kyle has a good shot at getting assists. Whiteside sits, blocks are up there. DeAndre plays 2 of the next 3 days. There it is, the double-doubles that he needs. Field goal percentage really good. And blocks. I think that he's going to have a ton of blocks in these next 2 games. So I think, like I said, I think LeBron is most important. Simmons, again, has a super solid night tonight. If Jokic had triple-double locked away in there, I hope we see it tonight. Dre has been playing well. There's hints of Durant coming back, but that won't be until towards the end of the season. So Simmons is focused on maintaining this 7-4 lead. And like I said, those 3 categories earlier, Kyle will need to take 2 of them to win, okay? And that was field goal percentage, assists, and double-doubles. Also, Kyle has to maintain his 4-block lead and his triple-double lead. If he does not get the triple-double, or if Simmons ties the triple-double, Kyle has to take all 3 of those categories to win. So there's a lot of things that can happen here. I think it's going to go back to stressing bottoms of teams, because I think that if you look at Simmons' team and you look at Kyle's team, you immediately notice that Simmons' team's bottom is way more solid than Kyle's team. Now, the fact that Kyle has been able to put up these kind of numbers and keeping up with Simmons and putting things in when it counts is huge. And I think that cycling is a big part of that. But we're all going to go back to, did Kyle trade away his win by giving Teague to Simmons at the end of the year? I think that if it's that close, like LeBron goes out there, drops the triple-double, and assists him the whole way down, and Simmons wins by 1 or 2, well, then we know for sure that Teague is the reason for that. I mean, he's performing well. He's getting the assists. The caveat with playing Teague, though, is that field goal percentage, and Teague can be a loose cannon at times. So there is a catch-22 here with Teague playing. Other than that, I'm still going to stick with Simmons. He has the advantage. I am still worried about LeBron, and it all seems to be coming back down to this, and it makes me feel good because I've been talking about it for weeks, and now it's actually happening. If LeBron sits at the end of the year for rest, Simmons has got this one in the bag. I still give him the advantage, even if LeBron plays, but he still has to question that Whiteside injury. There are definitely moves left to be made here. Kyle has a ton of cap space where Simmons not so much. And Simmons may be reluctant to drop a couple of those bottom players, with likely Joel in the next bracket just waiting. He can just pick those players right from him. So a lot of things going on, a lot of things to consider. I'd love to talk about it with you guys, and if you guys want to light the messenger up, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it wasn't a waste of your time. If you guys have any questions or any concerns, let me know. Other than that, I'll see you Sunday when we announce the championship for this year. My guess, it's going to be Joel and Simmons. We'll find out. See you guys later.